Good morning and welcome to the Forex Market Wrap, brought to you by Pepperstone. It's Wednesday the 9th of August 2017 and I'm Darren Sinden. Right, let's take a look at overnight changes, price moves we need to be aware of. This morning I just want to focus on a couple of items, ones that we actually mentioned yesterday. First of all, the pound sterling against the US dollar, or cable. We've broken below 130. Sterling was down 0.3% against the dollar yesterday, closed in New York at 129.92. As I said yesterday, that 130 level and an important psychological barrier. And then moving down to dollar rand, we see that has weakened further, or at least the rand has weakened further to 13.3782 in New York last night, a move of 1.1% on the day following the failure of the vote of no confidence to remove Jacob Zuma. Okay, let's take a look at what the potential for sterling to weaken further is. I've drawn a chart here of the UK sterling index. That's the trade weighted pound. That's the blue line against the cable rate in green. As we can see, as a trade weighted currency, sterling has weakened significantly and possibly, one could say, run ahead of the rate for cable, and the suggestion here is that perhaps the cable rate has further to fall to play catch up with trade weighted sterling, which itself is testing to and through horizontal support on this chart. So keep an eye on sterling over the coming days. What's on the calendar? Events that may move the market. A pretty busy calendar today. We've already had producer price and consumer price index data out of China overnight, plus some home loans data from Australia. To come, we have the inflation report hearings in Parliament for the Bank of England. That starts at 10 o'clock GMT. Then Canadian housing starts at 12:15 GMT. Both of these obviously items playing directly into monetary policy. Later on we will have monetary policy statements from the Reserve Bank of New Zealand. That's at 2100 GMT. Have the rate statement, the interest rate decision, and monetary policy statement, and a press conference all to come there. And then at 2301 GMT tonight, the RICS, Royal Institute of Chartered Surveyors, housing price balance data for July. Obviously that again quite a sensitive item for the UK economy. And then foreign bond investment and machinery orders data from Japan at 2350 GMT to finish the day off. Okay, breaking news and comment that's caught my eye. Well, first of all, China CPI and PPI data came in flat or just below forecast for July. That was the second week data set we've seen from China in 2 days, of course. Staying in Asia, the war of words between North Korea and the USA heats up, and North Korea has said it will work to target the US base on Guam. On the back of those comments, Wall Street ended its 10-day winning streak. And following on into Asian trade, Japanese equities, the Korean won, and perhaps surprisingly oil have all moved lower over the increased political tensions. Okay, food for thought, something to take away with you into the trading day. In the week that marks the 10th anniversary of the credit crunch and the global financial crisis that followed, might we see a pickup in volatility caused by heightened tensions on the Korean peninsula? And the chart of the VIX over here shows us the potential as a crudish downtrend line I've drawn here in dotted yellow, and you can see where the VIX is picking up after a considerable period of depression, although I will note that it's already moving towards overbought levels on an RSI basis. So take that into the trading day with you. Thank you for your time. Please read the risk warning and disclaimer. Trading CFDs and FX on margin can be a risky business. If you're in any doubt about those risks, please contact your Pepperstone executive.